Once upon a time, in a prosperous village known as Ubaka, tales of its unparalleled wealth and flourishing life echoed far and wide. Ubaka village was renowned for its prosperity, and traders from neighboring land flocked there to exchange their goods. The villagers attributed their abundance to their devotion to Noella, the goddess of wealth, who was believed to bless the village with her favor. Once every decade, Noella would take on a human form and live among the villagers before returning to the spirit realm. Ulama, Noella's only daughter, was destined to inherit her mother's divine mantle. Unlike her mother, Ulama cherished the thrill of human experiences and would often wander into the world of the living, much to Noella's dismay. Her mother had warned her of the dangers of the mortal realm, yet Ulama saw these warnings as mere obstacles to her adventures. One fateful day, Ulama ventured into the land of the living without her mother's knowledge and arrived at the Unanu River, a sacred river where the villagers offered sacrifices to the ancestors. It was said that the river did wonders, and those who bathed in the river could have their deepest desires fulfilled. Ulama stood by the river bank, singing a melody so enchanting that it seemed to touch the very soul of nature. Her song caught the attention of a very kind-hearted man named Dede, who approached her with curiosity. "Who is that, blessed with such a melodious voice?" he asked. Ulama, startled by his sudden appearance, sought refuge behind a nearby tree. Dede, sensing her apprehension, spoke gently. "Come out, my lady, I mean you no harm." When Ulama came out of hiding, she found herself captivated by Dede's gentle demeanor and genuine concern. They conversed, and Ulama was struck by Dede's kindness and the sincerity in his eyes. It wasn't before long until Ulama began to secretly meet with Dede, enchanted by his company and the love she felt growing between them. Eventually, Dede proposed marriage to Ulama. Despite her affection for him, Ulama hesitated, revealing her divine nature and the restrictions that came with it. She confessed to Dede that she could not bear children and could not eat, drink, or bathe with the waters of Ubaka River, and that her existence was bound by divine laws. Dede, though surprised, vowed to love her unconditionally and pledged to marry no one else. Ulama, determined to live her life fully with Dede, decided to stay in the mortal realm, leaving behind her divine heritage. Her mother, Noella, was heartbroken and tried to dissuade her, but Ulama's decision was unwavering. In the beginning, Dede and Ulama's life was filled with joy and happiness. Dede's fortune soared, his business thrived. However, as time passed, Dede's longing for a child grew stronger, and his contentment began to wane. Tempted by societal pressures and driven by his own desires, Dede made a grave mistake. He betrayed Ulama by marrying Amaka, a woman who taunted Ulama for her inability to bear children. Dede's betrayal cut Ulama deeply, and she found herself cast aside, her possessions thrown out, and her dignity shattered. To further her suffering, Dede even tried to poison her by giving her water from the Ubaka River, which Ulama was forbidden to use. The water made her gravely ill. Devastated and humiliated, Ulama left Ubaka, wandering away from the world she had come to love. The village of Ubaka, once a beacon of prosperity, began to fall into decline. The crops withered, livestock perished, and the rivers ran dry. Villagers facing hardship migrated to other neighboring land in search of a better life. The village priests, desperate to restore their fortune, offered sacrifices to Noella in hopes of appeasing the goddess and reversing their misfortune. Yet, Noella's anger was profound, and she refused the offerings. The once thriving village of Ubaka fell into disarray. Its prosperity became a distant memory. Ulama returned to the spirit realm, and her mother, Noella, mourned the loss of her daughter and the village that had once flourished under her divine favor. From that day on, the goddess of wealth never returned to live among humans again, and Ulama remained in the spirit realm, a poignant of the consequences of betrayal and the fragility of human happiness. The story of Uloma and Dede remains a cautionary tale told among the people to this day, a reminder of the delicate balance between the divine and the mortal, and the enduring truth that even betrayal can undo the greatest of blessings.